Things are absolutely nuts, man. The bullion market is insane. So, we're buying, we're selling, we're moving it as fast as it comes in.
Hello, silver fans. This is T, and you're in the place to be for silver education, acquisition, and entertainment. All right, Russ, how's it going, man?
Always a pleasure, sir.
Oh, man, it's been forever since you and I sat down and shot the bull a little bit.
I know, man. Busier and busier every day, it seems like.
Yeah, and I know you're busy up at Harlan Berk, and things are going nuts over there.
Things are absolutely nuts, man. The bullion market is insane. So, we're buying, we're selling, we're moving it as fast as it comes in.
Mm-hmm. Tell me some about your most recent purchases that would make people's minds boggle.
Yeah, so recently, about a month or two ago, we had a gentleman who we had built a large part of his bullion position for a long time. And boxes are being closed around the country. Safety deposit boxes are going away. So we're right next to the headquarters of Chase. They have 4,000 boxes.
What do you mean safety deposits boxes are going away?
Big banks do not want safety deposit boxes anymore.
Oh, really?
Chase is closing every single safety deposit box in the nation.
Really?
So right now
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yep. They don't want it. They don't want the liability, all that stuff. So right now, they're closing. The Chase by us is closing all 4,000 of their boxes.
Wow.
So we had a guy that needed to liquidate 33 kilos of gold.
Okay.
So at the time where gold was, it was about $3.5 million. Now it's closer to 3.9.
There's a squawking kid walking by. Did you say 33 kilos?
33 kilo bars, mostly in kilos, and then there were a lot of 100-gram bars, but it was 33 total kilos.
Dang. Oh gosh.
So yeah, it is flying right now. And I'm also doing a lot of big sales to individuals. So like last Friday, I did $100,000 to one guy. So it's still a lot of institutional buying.
Who the heck is still buying with gold so high?
Honestly, it's a lot of young professionals that have not entered the market yet.
Okay.
And are starting to. So that's what I'm seeing a lot of, young professionals. I'm also even seeing just regular folks that are just deciding that they want to hold some real money, so they're buying an ounce at a time or how much ever they can.
Yeah, that's, you know what, I need to talk to my friends, John and Monica. We made a video together at the beginning of the year for people, considering buying for the first time. I'll put a link to that one at the end of the video here. But man, too bad they didn't buy back then. I think they might still be thinking about it.
Yep.
But where do you see this craziness going? Is it slowing down? Is it speeding up? I know you don't have a crystal ball, but I mean, do you see it continuing for a while?
I wouldn't be so. I have a hard time seeing the rally stopping completely.
Yeah.
There's some crazy numbers that people are throwing out there. I wouldn't be surprised if we get close to 3,900 by the end of the year.
Okay.
I think what we're seeing a lot is these benchmarks where it gets to right about 3,700 right now.
Okay.
And then it bumps down with a lot of profit taking.
Okay.
But then it bumps right back up.
Okay.
So I have a hard time seeing it bust over 4,000 before the end of the year.
Okay.
Just because of those mental blocks and those profit taking.
Right.
But with how central banks are right now and all those other things,
yeah,
who knows, to be really honest.
There's a lot of psychology involved, and there's those thresholds, and I'm obviously, it's T the silver stacker. I'm seeing that in silver, and the big question was, are we going to maintain 40, and is it going to go back down to 30 or 35? And man, we blew right past 40.
We did.
Are you seeing action with the silver?
Yeah.
People buying, selling?
It's kind of evenly split right now. I am buying large quantities. So like I had a lady come in on Thursday with 600 ounces in 100-ounce bars.
Wow.
Right now my silver position, I'm 1,500 ounces long in silver.
Okay.
So I'm buying a lot. There's not as much action on the silver as there is gold on the buying side.
Okay.
But there are still plenty of people that are trying to enter the market.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of silver, you just pulled out a bar and showed me. I got to show my audience this bar. Oh my gosh. Tell a little bit about this.
Yeah, so that's a really fun one. It's a Silvertown bar, but it's actually silver. It's actually Englehart for Silvertown. So that's a 6 series bar. Englehart made those when Silvertown was just starting their refining operations. that is a bar that has under about 200 of a mintage. It's a really, really rare bar. It's a really tough bar. That is something that I would like to get in the neighborhood of about $180 an ounce.
Ooh-wee.
It's
Man.
an expensive piece of silver.
Well, with that crossover, Silvertown, there's a lot of Silvertown fans out here. Hey, Winchester, Indiana.
Oh, yeah.
I visited them last summer and had a blast down there. But Engelhard is, the granddaddy of them all. Man, that's a wild one. That one walk in the door?
This actually came out of a large collection.
Okay.
A very, very good client of ours that we had built his core U.S. collection passed away. And in all of the stuff was also a lot of his silver and things. So actually, if you've bought any Libertads from T in the last year, they came from that collection as well.
www.dutch.com.
So the guy had a great eye, and he liked odd, different things. So he had a lot of Libertads, a tremendous amount of Engelhart, and then some very, very weird, different bars.
Man, sounds like my kind of guy.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I ended up, I had to I had to fly out to New Hampshire and drive back about $500,000 in silver of his. So yeah.
You've got a fun job, buddy.
I have a very interesting job.
Yeah. And you've been expanding above and beyond the traditional coin show.
Yeah.
Like this small show here in Crown Point, Indiana. You go to the big national shows all over the country. But now you're expanding into like different street fairs and other stuff like that.
Yes.
That is really thinking outside the box, my friend.
Yeah, we've decided that we really want to cross-pollinate and expose more people to this stuff because, even as something simple as gold and silver, people have a lot of ideas about it. And so, half the time when I get calls in the shop, the question will be, well, what do I have to do to buy gold? What do I need? And it's one of those things, it's like anything else. You walk in with cash, you walk out with the product you're buying.
Right.
But it's one of those mystifying things. Same with the coin world, ancient coins especially, which is a big part of our business, and antiquities. So it's getting people exposed to it and kind of making them realize that you can own a piece of the ancient past for not a tremendous amount of money, or you can own, actual money in an easy way. You can buy gold, you can buy silver. So we've been doing a lot of street fairs and a lot of different of these little different events that they've really started paying dividends for us, and we're meeting all kinds of interesting people. So
you know what? Everybody has a coin story of some sort.
Yeah.
My grandpa used to collect coins, my grandma used to collect coins, et cetera, et cetera. And it's nice to kind of spark that interest back up again. And there's nothing like seeing what you have in front of you, these beautiful coins, whether it's the ancients or the classic American coins or what have you. I certainly applaud you for going above and beyond. The folks in this room that, and that are watching right now that obviously love coins, but there's so many other people that don't know they love coins yet.
Exactly. I kind of equate it a little bit to like the whole trading card and sports card thing.
Yeah.
That is such an incredibly huge thing. I mean, you go to some of these small shows and you can't get in the door. There's hundreds and hundreds of people. And I won't say my goal because it's a very lofty goal, but my dream is to turn our industry into that more. I want to get more people excited about it. I want more people to be looking at their things. I want people to get that same thrill of getting a card hit that they do with coins.
Yeah.
So it's a process, but
I could see that happening, Russ, and reason being with the metals prices going up. Metals will be the gateway into the coin shop.
Yes.
And then they're going to see some things that are vary from just the metal to more collectible, and it'll just go from there. And I kind of look back, there's a really neat graph that somebody made back in like 2012 or something like that, after the huge spike. And it was this graph that you've probably seen. I'll throw it up on the screen that shows, okay, here's where smart money got in, here's where institutions got in, and then as the general public starts figuring out about the metals, then that spike, and then it becomes popular culture for a while and everybody's talking about it. I think this ride that we're on right now is going to have the exact same effect.
I very much agree with that. You know, I've had a tremendous, you know, people that have never thought about gold, people that have never thought about silver, you know, blue collar people, you know, normal, regular people, just coming into the shop and buying a little bit at a time, adding to their position, you know, building real wealth. You know, and I think that's a lot of the also like financial education trend on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and all those things. Guys like Dave Ramsey that are really pushing the personal financial thing.
Yep.
That's starting to trickle here.
Yep.
Because it's a different asset class. It's a little bit different, but you know what I say about gold is an emotional metal. You know, it's been a store of wealth for 5,000 years.
Yeah.
It's never going away. So, you know, people are getting into it.
There's young bucks in that space as well.
yeah.
Like the next generation of Dave Ramseys that are in their 20s.
Yes.
And, you know, getting hopefully another generation excited about the concept of saving.
Yes.
Something that is, you know, not popular 5 years ago, but people are seeing the value in saving, and that's what we do essentially as stackers.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's building real wealth. You know, don't get me wrong. I obviously own stocks, bonds, all those things, and they're great. But to me, at the end of the day, they're pieces of paper and promises. When you hold an ounce of gold, you're holding real money that's been real money for 5,000 years.
Forever.
And so it's building real wealth and an asset.
Yeah.
That's my biggest thing.
Well, listen, man, since we've been talking, about a half a dozen people came peering in your shop, and you were courteous enough just to continue with the video. I want you to know I really appreciate your time, man.
Always.
And hopefully those people buzz back around now that this guy's done with the video. And we'll definitely see you in the weeks and months to come.
Absolutely.
At wherever it might be.
We will make it work like always.
All right, man.